Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome back to my STL playlist where we learn different ways to use STL and some of the ways we learn how not to use STL too. And today we are going to see this question which is very common. In fact, this is a pattern which is very common if you are learning about sorting and using comparator functions. So yeah, let's get started. So let's see what our problem statement is. So our problem statement is that we are given a string S and we need to sort it we need to sort the characters of this string in ascending order, but with a twist. Like if let's sort this first as dot begin and as dot end. Okay, let's try to print it. Okay, so as you can see, it printed first. It printed the space and then it a like what you would actually expect. But let's twist the question a little. What we want now is that we don't want it to be sorted like each character in this string. They are not arranged according to alphabetical order. Like they don't have priority like alphabetical order. Let's change their priorities. So I will say that S will come first in my alphabetical order. Then let's say I will say that Q. So R has a weight of 14 and Q has a weight of 77, which means R comes first before Q in the alphabetical order, and so on. Okay, let's try to print this. So I've initialized this map, as you can see. Let's try to print this. Start first. So yeah, you can see it in a more clean fashion. So the first character in our new sequence is S, then the second character is O, and so on. Okay, so yeah, let's start. How can we like sort the characters in this, like keeping in mind that we have this new order? So one thing that we can do is we can use a comparator function, and let's I actually have created this comparator function, and here in this comparator function we can just pass map and MP. Okay, and let's sort it like this: sort s dot begin, s dot end, and CMP. Okay, so you can see that this is our comparator function. We are passing the two characters and this map, and then we are checking if if the weight of C1 is less than weight of C2, then which means that C1 should be before C2. Okay, which is what we are intending to solve, and then we are passing this map. Let's try to compile this. Okay, so it's a huge compilation error. So okay, what went wrong? So the thing is that this comparator function that we are passing to this sort function, it is required to be in a certain format. We cannot pass three parameters to it. We cannot pass whatever parameters we need to it. So like we can't have this. Okay, so how can we but we need this map, right? So how can we solve this then? So one thing you can do is you can make the whole map global, like define it here in the global namespace and then use it. That would work. I'm not saying that won't work, but I personally don't prefer keeping any variables in global namespace, because let's say if another function changes it, then it will be very hard to debug. You will have to check all the functions which are changing it. So instead what we can do is we can use a lambda expression of sorting. Let me first clean this up. Okay, so let's comment this out and let's try to sort it the lambda way: s dot begin, s dot end, and okay, so const char c1, const char c2, As to why I'm using this const char c1 const char c2, I think you would have already seen my previous video and you would know why I'm using const. If not, you can watch my previous videos. It's basically so that we are not accidentally changing this c1. Okay, so if mp, we can write something like this, right? If mp c1 less than mp c2, return true, else return false. Okay, so since mp is in this local local to this function, we can write like this, right? No, actually it's wrong. Like you can't write it like this because, okay, first let's compile it and see what error it gives. Okay, so it says in function bool come mp was okay. I think it's giving error for this one. Let me compile it again and we'll read the compilation error. So it says that in lambda function mp is not captured, so you have to capture mp. How do you capture mp? You cannot use this map or any other variable without capturing it. So we can capture mp by using ampersand mp. Okay, so we are passing this mp by reference. Okay, so let's try to run this. Okay, first we'll run this and print it again. Okay, let's compile this and yeah, now let's run this. So yeah, as you can see that my after sorting it according to this order, I will get something like SOOWRITT, and you can see since S was having a weight of 1, it appeared first in among all the characters, among all the alphabetical characters, and then the next was O. Let's see what is the weight of O. Okay, so a weight of O is 2. Okay, so yeah, I hope this was helpful. And one more thing, yeah, so as you can see that we have a lot of empty like we have a lot of spaces here, right, which are coming because of this. So can you tell me in the comments why do we get spaces here, right? We don't have any weight for spaces. So like what happened there which caused space to be here, which will lead us to us using another good practice in maps, and we will discuss it in the uh, subsequent videos. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks a lot. Goodbye. I'll upload this video in 5-10 minutes. Yeah.